Hi Scorpio, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2015. Happy 4th of July to my USA friends out there. This month I decided to use the same tarot cards that I used for the mid-month June update, which is the Aquarian Tarot deck by David Palladini. And at the end of this reading, instead of using the angel cards, I'm going to use my crystal that I've been using in private readings for over 14 years to get messages for you at the end of this reading. So we'll see what comes up for you with that. I'd like to remind you, Scorpios, this is a general reading. So to get a reading specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Also, please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign videos to gain more insight and information, especially on months where your sun sign video is not resonating with you. You can go to the link I've provided below and enter in your birth information, and especially your birth time. That's the most important factor in finding out your rising sign. Once you get that information, you can then watch your rising sign and your moon sign videos. So this month, Scorpio, I am going to be shuffling the cards in front of you instead of pre-shuffling before the video starts, so that we're looking at the same cards at the same time for you for this month of July. So let's see what's coming up for Scorpio for July 2015. Show me in the cards what's coming up. And the first card you have that shows up here today, Scorpio, you have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords to me is a card that symbolizes an air sign male. This could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. The King of Swords is somebody that's usually, he can be like a detective. He could be a police detective or a policeman or a private eye. He could work with law and government. He's usually like a taskmaster kind of guy. He can be very good with solving puzzles, getting to the heart of the truth of the matter. He's a good guy to have on your team. He's usually psychic, has some strong intuition, and can be clairvoyant. He can see into the future. He can be very bold with his opinions and his thoughts. If he's operating from the negative side of the King of Swords, he could be a difficult person to deal with. He could have problems and calamities that circle around him. He could be not truthful, and he could also be prone to scattered thinking, like he could be prone to confusion. Usually the air signs are good communicators, so usually they're very good communicators. I feel some of you are going to be getting along really well with this guy, and it could be a female for you male Scorpios watching. This could be a female air sign that just is taking on the traits at the moment on a little more masculine side. Maybe she has a strong side. I feel like you're going to get along really well with this person, and for those of you that are single, I feel like you're going to have a relationship happening here. I do feel a great deal of struggle going on internally for you about him, though, because I feel that some of you aren't going to be really sure what to make of him or her. I feel this guy or girl wants marriage. I feel like he's looking for a relationship. He wants marriage. I do see love is on his mind and romance. I also feel he's very concerned about the numbers. So either he's just very worried about finances and how, the numbers are working out in his financial bank account. It could be that, or he could be worried about numbers for some other reason. This is going to be a prominent relationship for you, and I feel many of you Scorpios are going to be living with this King or / Queen of Swords, going to be trying it out, like living with them. It comes up. I feel some of you are going to feel like you're wondering what took so long to meet this person. I do feel that many of you are thinking very strongly about giving your heart over to them, but you're not sure. There's still some uncertainty. He is definitely looking for a spouse. This King of Swords is looking for a marriage partner or a relationship like a marriage. I feel he's really eager to please, so I feel like he's going to go out of his way to do nice things for you, eager to please you. That comes up here. He's been known to be a workaholic, so he does have that going on in his background. He's been known to be, drives himself very hard at work and has been in the past definitely a workaholic. I do feel that you're going to find this King of Swords very compelling and interesting. Again, I'm going to repeat, this could be a female. It doesn't necessarily mean it's male, but he is coming up as the King of Swords here in this card. I feel like he has some egocentric ideas. Not exactly sure what they mean by that. And I do feel he's quite an interesting character. I feel like he has interesting possessions. He may have things of antiquity. He may collect some unique and unusual pieces. Could be from Egypt, ancient Egypt. He could have some interesting gadgets he or she collects that could be like just like old pulleys. I'm seeing old pulleys and old mechanical things carved out of wood, and just some very unique and unusual things he collects. And I do feel that he or she has a lot of inventive and unique and ideas and inventions or things like that in his mind, his or her mind. I feel for many of you Scorpios, your family is going to feel at a great relief that you found this partner. I feel many of them did not want to see you alone. So those of you that were single, I feel like your family is relieved that this person has shown up because they didn't want to see you alone or be single anymore. I feel like they had some concern over your future financial stability, and also that they wanted to see you have emotional fulfillment. I feel like they were feeling like you weren't getting your emotional needs fulfilled either. So I feel like a lot of people are behind this King of Swords. Now, oddly enough, or not, the next card you have in your reading today for this July 2015 Psychic Tarot reading, you have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords could be this King of Swords showing up again, so prominent, so dominant, and so strong that they're showing up again. But I have to listen because it could be somebody else. But again, the Knight of Swords would be somebody that would be an air sign male or female. That would either be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. And the Knight of Swords is somebody that usually comes in very boldly and forcefully with their words and opinions. Sometimes calamities and, troubles can follow them at times. They're also very good, like the King of Swords, at putting together projects and plans, like good guy to have on your team, good at solving puzzles, would make do a great job in the detective world, private eye, for police, FBI, anything like that. But he can also, if he's operating from the negative side of the Knight of Swords, he could be very untruthful. He could be tend to tell stories or lies or embellish the truth. And he could with his opinions and words could start fights or problems. Sometimes that can come up. Again, it's an air sign, so they're usually very good in communications. And he could also be prone to scattered thoughts, like confusion can come up with him as well. I feel it's the same person reappearing twice. I've seen this happen in 10-card private spreads for people. I don't know that I usually see it in the general readings, but he's showing up here twice for you. I get that whoever this knight, female or male knight, has set their sights on you. I totally feel this person is driven to get you in their life as their love mate or partner or marriage partner, any or all of the above. I do pick this up again. I feel money has been a stumbling block and an issue for him, or her, but I feel that they have overcome that issue. Like, I feel money was a struggle for them in the past. I don't feel they're struggling right now. The other thing that comes up around them in their past is a possibility for some of you, not all of you, that he or she had alcohol problems in the past. So I see money being a struggle for them in the past and alcohol being a struggle for them in the past for some of you. But as I said in the beginning, this is a general reading, so if these messages are not making sense to you, you need to watch or check out your rising sign and your moon sign videos, because maybe this month your sun sign is just not going to resonate with you. But this is somebody coming in that's seriously interested in you, wants a relationship with you, and is, I feel, ardently going to be pursuing you. I feel this person was married before, and there was a great deal of unhappiness that circled around that marriage and the demise of the marriage. So I feel that this person is divorced. I do feel that this Knight of Swords wants to prove him or herself to you. I'm getting that very strongly, like, don't not give him or her a second glance. Don't bypass them. That's what their feeling is. They want you to take note, pay attention. They want to prove themselves to you. And I do feel you will have an attraction to them and an interest in them. I do feel you are finding this person to be quite unique and intriguing and interesting, but there's still something in you, I feel, that you are not sure or certain of. So I feel like you're not like diving into this headlong or rushing into it with open arms. For some reason, you're reserving yourself or holding yourself back in this relationship. If you are already married and in a relationship, this could very well be your son. And if he is your son, I feel like he could be giving you duplicitous answers and information. I would not believe everything he's telling you. If you are married and you are not single and this person is not making sense to you coming in as a love partner, I feel the Knight of Swords is your son or daughter, but really it's coming up strongly to me as a son. They may be looking to you to usher them through troubled times and get them out of any kind of financial jam that they could be experiencing, because I feel like they're looking to you for protection, for solace, for guidance, but also for monetarily they're looking at you for aid or assistance. If he's your son, if he's a child to you, if this is one of your children, not if it's the potential love partner. I feel like if you're married, and if you're married to him, because I went back to the King of Swords because I wanted to look at that. He's coming in so strongly to me as a love partner, a potential he or she love partner for you first. But since he showed up twice, and I pick up for the Knight that this Knight could also be a child to you, I went and looked back at the King of Swords, because if this is not a love mate to you coming in, this could be somebody you're already partnered with. That could already be your love mate on the King of Swords. I feel there's deception here if you are already married to him. I feel that he is leading you down a path or deceiving you. He's leading you down a path of untruth, and he's deceiving you if you're already married to him, or if he is your child in the Knight of Swords. Wow, this is confusing when the people cards come up, so I got to be clear here. First and foremost, to me, the Knight and the King show up to me as the same person here, as a love partner for you that wants to get married to you. If you're already married, then I feel you're already married or involved in a partnership with this king, or whether it's a male or female, you're already involved with them and they're deceiving you in some way. The Knight comes up here. If you're already married, the Knight could either be your son or daughter that is also deceiving you, but looking to, like, telling you half-truths or not the truth story all the way, and looking to you for guidance and kind of like to look after them, to take care of them, financially speaking as well. And I feel like if you are one of the Scorpios that's already married to this Knight of Swords or King of Swords, I'm sorry, I feel like the way that you're being deceived by him or her is in regard to money issues and money matters. That keeps circling around both of these cards. So I'm going to go on to the next card, because thank goodness it's not a people card, because that makes it confusing, especially when two cards of the same suit show up in a general reading. Here you have the Fool. Now you have the Fool crowning your reading, and the Fool is a card to me that symbolizes starting out on a new path or a new journey, with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to be careful that you don't get blindsided by being too naive or having on rose-colored glasses. Like, you have to be in tune with reality on this new journey. I feel many of you Scorpios are feeling right now like you're not really sure which end is up at the moment, and you might be feeling like you're in a bit of a state of confusion. And I feel like any of you single Scorpios are really questioning whether to lend your heart and your soul over to someone, because I feel like you've done that before and you've gotten yourself in quite a pickle over that. So I feel like you are having severe restrictions and reservations on matters of the heart moving forward in love, in a love relationship. This next 9 months to a year for you Scorpios is a real game changer. There's a lot of things that are going to go on in this year from where we are right now in June of 2015. Well, I'm reading it at the end of June. Today is June 28th. From this point in time, we'll say July, because it's the July reading. From July of 2015 to July of 2016 is a real game changer for you. You're going to be broadening your scope and your horizons, and your ingenuity is going to be at an all-time high and is going to increase. And I do feel that speculative ventures for you are really going to pay off now. Anything that you're doing with buying or selling of anything, of any kind of trade, of buying or selling, this could be things you're buying or selling, this could be stocks, property, any goods that you own, personal items. It could also include if you have a business where you buy and sell and any kind of trade. You're going to be doing really well with that. Anything that involves buying or selling or trade. I feel that many of you are graduating from something, and you're going to be taking stock and taking stock of your life right now. Now, some of you are graduating school. Some of you are graduating from advanced degree programs or college, or specialized training technical programs. And I feel like, or you could be graduating in other senses. Like, you could be going through a graduation of, your soul could be going through a graduation. From leaving one way of life and thinking, graduating to another way of life and thinking. And I'm getting, regardless of what areas you're graduating in, Scorpio, you're really taking stock of your life right now and like reviewing it and making amends with things you did in the past that maybe you didn't think were favorable, and making resolutions about what you're going to be doing in your future. I feel for many of you Scorpios, an opportunity is going to present itself to you in October that's going to be quite inviting and make you feel like you're on top of the world. It's going to be a great opportunity that's going to be presented. This is going to get you out in the world more and get you to seeing more things. So it's kind of interesting, like if it's with your job or a new job or within the job that you have, you're going to be getting out in the world and maybe traveling and hobnobbing or rubbing elbows with more people and a broader audience. For some of you, it could be a business deal. You could be getting a business deal that's going to then, if you're an entrepreneur, that you're going to be engaging with getting yourself out into the world more and rubbing elbows with people more and travel through your own business. But it's some opportunity that's going to be presented to you. You could get an opportunity to mentor, like somebody is going to mentor you. Or you're going to study under somebody, like get real specialized apprenticeship kind of learning and training. But whatever it is, Scorpio, because it's going to be different for all of you because you're not all born on the same day, the same month, the same year, at the same time, your opportunities are all going to be different. But you, most of you Scorpios are going to have some great opportunity that's going to be quite inviting and enticing to you, that's going to present itself to you in the month of October. That's really going to give you a great boost and improve your life and what's going on with it. Now, the next card you have, I'm sorry, Scorpio, please don't be mad at me or shoot the messenger. I don't like this card, and I hate when negative cards come up, but I can't bypass it. I have to tell you, you do have Three of Swords here. Now, Three of Swords is a card to me that symbolizes, this is like being heartbroken. This could be sadness, disappointment, and loss. This could be that you're in a relationship with someone and somebody's cheated. It could indicate infidelity. This could indicate some disappointment in some other manner with a relationship. Or, you know, maybe somebody passed away and you're heartbroken over it. It could be so many different things. I feel that some talk about you may come to the surface, where if there's been anybody gossiping or talking about you in a negative sense, I feel it may come to light to you, where you may find out about it. And I feel that many of you are going to be going back and forth in your mind about how you want to handle it, how you want to handle this situation. And I don't feel like it's going to be a surprise to you, because I feel that many of you could already sense and feel that this was happening, but you didn't have proof or full disclosure or knowledge of it, and I feel like now you're going to. I feel like you're advised to take a step back from this situation and not to get involved in it, or, you know, like mix it up with people or get into the mix of it, because I feel like it will pan out worse for you if you do that. Now, I know in some situations that's a ridiculous statement. If you find out people have been gossiping about you or conspiring against you in any way to undermine you, the natural reaction is to want to combat it or confront it. For some reason, I'm picking up that would not bode well for you to choose that course of action. But everybody has free will, and if you feel like you need to confront it, then by all means do. I'm just feeling like this could backfire if you choose to do that. And I feel like this is going to drive up, like really wound your ego, and that it's going to drive up some anger in you, where I feel like you're going to want to put a stop to it. So I feel like that's why you're going to want to confront it, because it's not only that you want to confront it, you want it to stop. That's the feeling I'm getting here. And I have the sense that you may be feeling that there was unsavory deals going on behind the scenes around you. So this could also be that there were some deals that were being cut or made around you that were detrimental to you and are a disappointment to you. But I still feel either way, Scorpio, I feel whatever this is that you sensed it. Like you sensed whatever this was going on, you felt it or sensed it in some way. And I feel like now you're getting the validation and proof of that instance. Some of you may be talking to a government official, a lawyer, or some kind of, agency. If someone has cheated here, I feel that you're going to get divorced or pursue getting a divorce. If it's not through marriage and a divorce, you could be pursuing a lawsuit. You could be pursuing something of a legal nature, because I do feel that not for all of you, but for some of you, legalities are going to get involved in what you find out, discover, or confront what's brought up to you. I feel because it's coming up that some of you are going to be talking to either, like I said, courts, lawyers, government agencies, anything that would do to do with legal matters. Now, for your outcome card in the tarot portion of your reading today, Scorpio, you have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords to me is a card that symbolizes a meditative state, a pause, a rest, a recuperation. Could be recuperating from an illness. It's a resting phase. I do feel some of you Scorpios are going to go away on a trip or some kind of sabbatical, where I feel that you are going to be going within. Some of you may be taking a cruise or going away to an island retreat or resort. Some of you may be going to some place like Sedona, where you're going to go for some spiritual healing, or anywhere. You could be going to New Mexico, some places outside of this country. I live in the United States, so that's how I'm phrasing it. But you could be going to Egypt, or maybe you're going to see like important monuments and, megalithic structures in our world that are known to have higher vibrations. It could just be a retreat, a pause to rejuvenate yourself, and not going to any of these prominent places. But I feel some of you are going to like healing spaces or places. You may be going through courses of getting meditative, like massages, like different types of massage or therapeutic things. You might have aura cleansing and chakra clearing and Reiki treatments. You could be getting any of those kind of things happening here. But I do feel that you're going to be journeying within, taking some kind of respite, meditative state, retreat. All those things come up here. You could even be going to like a healing kind of spa retreat. I do feel many of you are going to take the spiritual path and relinquish your fears and hand it up to the divine source for healing. And I feel like you want to be free from your burdens and free from the things that have caused you pain. And I feel some of you, I feel you are going to take the hardcore route of wanting justice, and rightly so. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I just feel some of you are taking that kind of path and going down the legal system and trying to deal with it in the physical plane. And I feel other Scorpios are going to be trying to, rectify things in a spiritual way. And some of you could actually be doing both of those things. When you get into the beginning of 2016, January, February, and March is going to see you in a much more elevated, heightened, lighter, happier position and state of mind and state of being in your life. This is, you are having like a transformational period right now. Some of you Scorpios may be headed towards some kind of surgeries. It could be bypass surgery or some kind of surgery to your feet or foot or ankle. I'm getting like in those areas. So some of you Scorpios for this month of July may be getting some actual surgeries or some kind of actual medical work done on you in some way, that then you're going to be doing this healing and recuperating from why the Four of Swords came up for you. So now I'm going to look into the crystal and see what messages that has to bring to you for this month of July. If any of you Scorpios have felt like you've hidden your emotions or hidden yourself away and kind of sequestered yourself or hidden yourself in a box in some way, I get you're ready to burst forward. There is a breaking out point coming up here. I feel many of you Scorpios have been giving yourself the once over in beauty treatments or, beautification to yourself. And I feel like for some of you, it's connected to love, either looking for new love or because you have found new love or just because of your partner that you're already with. I just feel like love is connected to the reasons of doing this beautification. I do feel for any of you Scorpios that have any old flames that come back from the past, I feel that you will put it to rest and close the door on it. I don't feel you will totally be revisiting it. And I feel that you're going to tell this person to go take a hike because I feel like you're going to feel like this person is like a cat that, when you feed a cat and they come to the door, they always want to come back to get fed, that you're going to feel like you're being used here. Like this person's only showing up when they want physical gratification and they're not willing to give you anything else beyond that. So you're going to start to see like, maybe you were okay with doing that in the past, but you're not okay with doing that now. So I feel like you're going to go, sorry, not happening this time. That's what I pick up. I feel for many of you, now some of you Scorpios I feel are going to argue this, but I do feel like your love lives are taking a turn for the better right now. And if it hasn't happened yet in this month of July, if it doesn't happen in July, I feel like you're between now and end of September, your arc of time, I feel like this is where your love life takes this turn for the better. And I feel that any of you Scorpios that felt like getting married, that the deck was stacked against you and that wasn't going to happen ever in your life or not happen again for you in your life, I get that you're going to find out that you were wrong about that because I feel like that is exactly what's coming to you. Those of you that are either widowed, single, divorced, whatever, never married, I feel like marriage is coming in for you. I do feel that some of you Scorpios are going to get some dream project off the ground and that you're going to be enlisting the aid and assistance of others. And I do see artwork involved here. So if you're an artist, maybe you're enlisting the help of others to help you get your work seen in galleries or out into the public or on a website or whatever, and they're going to be helping you or promoting you in some way. Or maybe you're the person that's going to open the gallery and that you're going to have people help you with the gallery opening. I'm not saying it's only art related, but art is coming up to me. Artwork is being shown to me in the crystal. But any dream, long-held dream you had, I do feel of getting like something up and running off the ground, whether it's a new business or some kind of foundation or some sort of charity or anything political, like running for some kind of political office, like campaign. I'm sorry, that's the word I couldn't think of. I feel that you're going to be enlisting the help of others and getting this long-held dream off the ground. But art and art-related things did come up first to me in the crystal. So I hope this reading made sense to you, and I certainly hope it was of some help. I'd like to say thank you so much for liking and sharing and watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel because that way you'll get notified anytime I post videos of the mid-month updates or my monthly videos or any other surprise videos that may come up. And also, please be sure to follow me on Facebook because I do post things there daily that you are not going to be able to see here on YouTube. And also, please be sure to follow me on Twitter because I do post tweets there occasionally. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of July, Scorpio. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.